Yep. All right, folks, welcome in to the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. I'm Greg Flynn. We are live here at Mugshots on Riverwind Drive every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. during the football season. Come on out and hang out with us, talk a little football, and hopefully we'll be talking a lot more wins this season. So we bring in Coach Justin Hunter now. And, Coach, it was a – what's the best way to call it? A learning experience that we had against Ridgeland?
Yeah, you call it that. A lot of positives, obviously some negatives. And anytime you got a young team, first game of the year, it's going to be like that. But we got a lot to build on, and we were super proud of the way they played. Just as far as effort-wise, they gave great effort for the most part, and we're ready to go again this week. Man, practice has been yesterday was really good. Today not quite as good, but the effort's been there, and that's what we're asking for them right now. Just great effort, great attitudes.
What did you learn the most about your team that you had questions about going into that game?
I learned Regional's got some really good players. Learned that, but as far as our team, they're fighters. They're tough. Even when they're at the end of the game, they kept playing. It's easy for 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to see that, hey, we probably ain't gonna be able to come back from this and just chill out and not play as hard. But I thought they played hard the entire night, and like I said, we're just a young, inexperienced team. We looked out there, and I think we had 5 kids total out of 22 that played any last year on Friday nights, So, we're going to do nothing but get better, and they're going to keep fighting. And, man, I'm super proud of them and super proud of the way they responded so far.
The positive thing I picked up from it was that, man, the defense almost pitched a shutout in the second half.
That's right. They played a lot better. I think the first half we were trying to give them a lot of looks. Zai's a great quarterback. You can't just sit in one thing. He'll pick you apart. And we gave him a bunch of different looks, and good for them, but because he realized every look we gave him and, made some great throws and made some great catches. We were the one in the corner of the end zone on Colin Love. He couldn't have played it any better. And the guy just went up and snatched the ball out there, kudos to him for that. But offensively, we got down the red zone 4 times, didn't score. And, looking back, we think that was the story of the game, as far as and obviously getting stopped on the 1 and then the next play, them going 99, that kind of changed let's change everything. Let's just be honest, But, that's a good learning experience for us, though, So.
Unfortunately, it came in an L. Let's roll the highlights, and we'll take a look at how we fared against Ridgeland. The final score was 34-14, but let me tell you something. The first quarter, man, we played awesome football. And we started out, you said that, we are a running team, and Jamari Thompson, he is just running hard here. He's going to take these first 2 plays and really just bull his way up there.
He did. He played really good. Offensive line really blocking their butt off right there. Right there he gets hit for about 2 and ends up getting about 22. He's a big, strong dude now. He's hard to tackle.
But then the shade fade is what we're calling this year.
Yeah, we need a couple more of those, don't we? That's a great throw right there. Jaybird did a good job at the top right there, just getting open. Gave him a little shake and bake and shade through it where only he could catch it.
Great and the play. Defense started out great the first couple of drives. There's Malachi and Sir Charles.
Yep, Charles and Meatball in the middle right there played great all night. Malachi with a great play right there. I think Tristan Yep, Tristan Carpenter right there. You know, if he's a second earlier, he picks that thing off. We've seen him do that several times in practice.
And this is a beautiful punt return by Showtime Shoto.
That's right. That's right. Shoto's electric. You know, I think we all know that. Anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's pretty good at doing something with it.
So that gets us into nice field position, and then we're going to get sort of. Ooh. All right. Well, that's going to start back over.
That's all right. I'll watch Amari run it some more. Good stuff.
Well, let's hopefully it rolls again. You know, Jamari, he finished with how many yards?
Hit a 25 carries for 186 yards, a little over 7 yards a carry. It's pretty good night.
Well, especially, you know, for only a junior, that's, you know, pretty darn good. And
that's right.
Really, Shade is developing a nice touch on the football.
He is. You know, that was a great throw, and we just missed on a couple. And, you know, I think most weeks we're not going to miss as close as we did on so many the other night. You know, it was tough just because it was right out of fingertip reach, or, you know, we took our eyes off the ball or something like this. Something small like that happened, and I don't think that's going to happen as much going forward.
Well, it was nice to see Tristan Carpenter come back. He had to sit out the scrimmage.
He's a little banged up. He's a great kid, man. He loves football. You know, it's going to be hard to keep him out too long.
Well, and having Jaquavian, man, you just want the ball in his hands, whether it's special teams or offense,
That's
and
right.
that thing's going to lock up.
He's electric.
We're going to have to come back to that. But, you know, Coach, we watched Zion McDonald. We knew he was good coming in, but he reminded me he's almost like a little Lamar Jackson when he started cutting.
Right. He, like I said, he's a Division I quarterback, you know, and he's got a couple of really good ones out wide to throw to, you know, and what people don't even realize is they got another one that's the Division I guy that sit out who got hurt in practice Wednesday. So really they got 3 Division I wide receivers, you know. So Coach Sam Williams doing a great job over there. His staff, I mean, they were really, really well prepared, and you know, they just beat us, you know. I mean, I don't like to sugarcoat it, but that's just what happened. They lined up and beat us, and we got to learn from it and, you know, go forward because we got another tough test this week.
This is really, because you have so many new guys, it's trial by fire because you didn't get spring.
Right.
And you really didn't get a whole lot of great work in here in the early part of the summer just because of COVID. It's kind of like on-the-job training for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, you know, I really think just experience. I think I think every game our kids play, I think we're going to get better and better just because, I mean, seriously, last Friday night, that was the first time 17 or 18 out of the 22 played on a Friday night, you know. And I mean, I know I keep beating a dead horse,
sure.
but I mean,
but
they've got to play. You know, they've got to play, and it's so many things that, and we can coach crap at them, but they got to see that happen on Friday night and see it in a situation, and like I said, they'll learn from it. And Coach did a great job Sunday getting in there and seeing what we needed to work on, and we've been working hard at it the last 2 days.
You may not see a passing attack like you saw Friday night.
Oh, and I hope not.
For the rest of the season. But at least, you know, I think it was great for your defensive backs to be able to see that, right?
It was. And like I said, man, I thought a couple of those plays, we were in great position, and man, they just snatched the ball out of the air. You know what I mean? Obviously, we'd like to play the ball a little better, but, I mean, you know, the kid threw it well, and they caught it well, you know.
But flashes of brilliance, though, for Marcus Mosley.
Yeah, for sure.
For
Marcus
Colin
is a
Love.
great football player, you know. He makes that interception. He was out of position, gets beat across his face, and just fights the ball loose. Be a huge play in the ball game, you know. Colin made some great plays down the stretch, you know. Again, he's a senior, but that was his first start on Friday night. So, like I said, I'm just super excited to see him get better week to week, man. I'm telling you, I think we got a great group of kids, and they worked their tails off. Coaches worked their tails off, and really excited to see where we're headed.
All right, before I let you go for this segment, tell me about the players you brought with you tonight. A little bit you could say about them and why you brought them here tonight. Jamari Thompson.
Right,
I think I could figure that one out.
Yeah, brought Jamar here. I thought he played a great football game. He ran the ball hard, did a pretty good job pass pro, and just, you know, I was super proud of him. And not just that, but after the game, you know, he was a super, super positive kid after the game with the kids. Just, you know, just really, really taking on that role of, you know, AIE, or attitude is everything, you know, just his attitude was great. His work ethic's been great, man. He has came a long ways, and we are super, super proud of him. Charles, Junior Stevens, they didn't run the ball inside. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not.
No.
Him and Meatball were a big reason because of that, man. They were stuffing, but they were really dominant up front, you know, and Charles has been great. Clinton and Ridgeland, and he deserved to come just because he's been playing his tail off here lately.
All right, we're going to let you take a break, eat one of those great
Man,
Mugshots
yeah,
burgers.
super excited about it.
And we're going to bring Coach Hunter back here in just a few minutes and talk about the Madison Central Jaguars. When we come up next, it will be the players segment. We'll talk to Sir Charles and the T-Train. So stay with us. The Justin Hunter Coaches Show continues right after this.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
All right, welcome back into Mugshots for the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. Remember, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., we will be here on Riverwind Drive, so come by, hang out with us, have a little dinner, talk football with the coach and with the players, and we are blessed this week to have a couple of dandies right here. We've got Charles in charge, Mr. Charles Stevens, and Jamari Thompson, who we have called the T-Train for the way you were rolling the other night. You were just choo-choo, get out of the way, man. 186 yards.
Appreciate it.
You know, you got a little bit of playing time last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's yours. It's your backfield. What's that like for you?
I mean, it's really like, it's different, like, you know, watching Kenyatta, and you growing. Like, I don't know. It's just a new role.
Well, you're only a junior, and, man, you were playing like a senior out there. Is it because you had guys that came before you that were good mentors?
Yeah, like Cartier, Davion, you know, the line that we had last year, and the line we got this year, you know, we young, you know, we just got to get them right, you know. So, I mean, it's different, but we're gonna get there.
Now, you were on the offensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You were on the defensive side of the ball and had a front row seat to number 3. Man, he was tough. He was like trying to chase a pig at the state fair.
Yeah, but we just got to move on. Like, if we mess up, we just got to move on, really. Like, we really could do nothing about it. Just, like, go on to the next play. Don't even worry about it. Really.
What was it like, you know, preparing for him?
We was just like trying to be serious, be focused, and just get our mind right. And then when we came to play, we just came to play. But we young, like Jamar said, we young. We just trying to learn. We gonna learn. We gonna win. You learn something from a win, but you learn something from a loss too. So you gotta pick up from it.
You know, he was just very talented. You guys did a great job getting pressure on him. It's just he was so elusive. But that's the one plus I take away from it is because you and Meatball in there, Jeremy Jackson, really good pressure up front.
Yep. It's just like we get pressure back there. Like it's gonna be big plays. Sometimes you can't stop it. Sometimes it's gonna happen. Sometimes we can take away the big plays. it's just like how the way we react to it. We could only control what we can control. So it's really, it was a good game. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
No, and it doesn't hurt us because it was just a warm-up game, really, because
Yeah.
non-region game means nothing for the playoffs. Jamari, what do you think that the offense going through practice yesterday, what do you think you've been able to learn to get better going into from game one into game two?
Really just like our mistakes, like in practice we watching film, learning how like I really don't know like
Well, the biggest thing was the offensive line.
Yeah.
It looks like they're okay with run blocking.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were opening up huge holes for you and for Jay Bird, too. He was getting a lot of running yards.
yeah.
Looks like they really need to work on that pass protection.
Yeah, we do. And we come and practice every day, just trying to get better. Like, I mean, we real young in the front, so I mean, we're gonna get right. It's just it takes time. So
But it is very exciting because you guys have so many ball handlers. All you got to do is get that ball into the hands of Shoto, get it into Jay Bird's hands, get it into your hands, man, and some magic is going to happen, right?
yes, sir.
Well, we're going into Madison. Charles, I know you're very happy to hear that a man by the name of Holiday is no longer wearing that paw print on his helmet.
Yeah.
You owe them a little something. We played some really good games with them. They're always very intense, and even though they're young this year, you're going to get your best.
Yeah, just like you gotta give y'all all every play. You just can't slack off. But it could be a good game. I ain't gonna underestimate them, and hope they don't underestimate us. We just gonna have to be ready, just ready for a fight, basically.
Well, I'm just happy to see you guys playing football.
Yeah,
A couple
me
weeks
too.
ago, I didn't know we were going to be playing football.
Me neither.
Me
But
either.
it is awesome to have you guys out there.
Yeah.
That is Charles Stevens. That is Jamari Thompson. That is Charles in charge. That's the T-Train right there. I hope you keep that for you. We did that up in the booth for you. Your
Okay.
T-Train.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, we're going to dive into one of the Coach Worrells, but it's the new Coach Worrell.
Lou World.
The new that was sort of old because Jonathan was here once. Now he's back again. You're going to hear from him right after this. Good job, fellas.
When pirates
Here's
need a
a
feast, they
feast.
sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
All right, welcome back into Mugshots for the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. I'm Greg Flynn. Now we're going to dive into the assistant coaches corner, and we're going to bring in a guy that you will say, man, I've seen him wearing Pearl colors before. It's been a while, but he's back. He is the offensive coordinator, Jonathan Worrell. I don't know, is it the better-looking or the worse-looking brother combination?
I always say he's got all the muscle. I'm a little prettier and maybe a little bit smarter, too.
Well, Jonathan, it is awesome to have you back. What was it that made it enticing for you to come back, and where was your last stop?
Yeah, last year I was at East Rankin Academy as the head coach there, and before that I was the head coach for a couple years at Forest High School. I was really happy to be back at Pearl, to be back working with a staff that, man, I know all the guys, feel really good about those guys, working under a guy who I know is going to do the right things every single day, and with a staff that's going to expect the best out of the kids. So to be honest with you, I was excited to get back to 6A ball, excited to get my kids in a school district where I felt really good about them growing up and staying and kind of settling down. As a football coach, sometimes you bounce around a lot. And so I wanted to get to a place that was great with academics, great from the support from the school board and the higher-ups, and then also really good at football too.
It never hurts to have
That's
the last one there. That's pretty good. Hey, when you guys, now that you're back with your brother Nathaniel, do you automatically, as the offensive coordinator, get the better parking spot?
No, I actually park as far away as I can because everybody on staff's a lot bigger than me. So I think it's best just to park as far as I can and just walk and just avoid controversy with all of them. So.
Had to be a little frustrating in the first game. We knew it was going to be a learning experience for this offensive line. Great running game we had. You know, we did have over 200 yards rushing. But man, that pass blocking, Shea did not get a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously frustrating anytime you have to learn the lesson the hard way and lose the game. But man, I think for this young team that we have here, maybe it was something that we needed to have happen, our practice habits and all. We got to learn just how to lock in every single day and then to play a lot more confidently on Friday nights because of all the work that we've put in. So, like you said, I mean, there's some different plays here or there where maybe a guy busts, maybe we overthrow a ball and all that, and maybe this week locking in's a lot easier for us. I think we've had a great 2 days, and, you know, I think it says a lot about our team, the way everybody showed back up on a Monday holiday after taking a tough loss. I was a little bit worried about that because of places I've been. I think it says a lot about our kids, man. Tough loss on Friday night. Every single one of them shows up on a holiday on Monday, ready to go back to work.
But, you know, they say that the biggest jump you see is from game 1 to game 2. And this was the first time you guys had played a full 4 quarters together, varsity football. You expect to see a big jump this week against Madison?
Yeah, I do, and I think both teams get better, though. I think it's the first time you can really put it on film where it really matters and the kids understand that, you know, so much of your work in the off season is you're putting in work long time before you actually ever get to, you know, draw on that interest to actually pull something out of that account. Now it's every Friday. We're going to work 4 days, and we're going to get paid on Friday. So I think every team's going to get a lot better right now when they can really put it on film and show where your mistakes, your little mistakes, really do mean a lot.
For you, it's got to be like a kid in a candy store, though. All you got to do is get that ball out. You have some unbelievable playmakers in Shoto, in Jaybird.
Right.
Now we see Jamari is ready to rumble. That's got to be exciting for an offensive coach.
Yeah, that's what I think, just spreading that ball around and getting them all their touches. I think each one of them playing really well without the ball is our biggest focus this week. So when I'm not the one toting the football, am I blocking for my other guy? If I'm supposed to be carrying out a fake, if I'm shade and I hand the ball off, how well am I carrying out my fake? So just getting all those guys to understand just how they play without the ball affects each other, and that when every one of them has a good game, that's the best thing for everybody.
Final question for you. You being the offensive coordinator now went up top. You were on top of the press box last week with us watching the game. What kind of a different perspective did that give you that'll make you better?
Yeah, I mean, you can see everything, obviously, a lot more level-headed and focused. You kind of can digest things a lot better up there. It's a lot slower of a game up top, not having to manage emotions on the sideline and everything like that. On our offensive staff, it's a staff of really young, fiery guys, so I think it's really important for those guys to be on the sidelines with our kids. And as somebody who's kind of been a coordinator, kind of been a head coach before, just being able to go up top and maybe slow things down a little bit and just see some different things has been really good.
9 times out of 10, Jaybird gets in that end zone on a 4th and 1, doesn't he?
He does, and just some little things here and there, a step here and there, and a block here and there, and we're in, and that game's totally different with that. And so, like I said, 5 or 6 plays on a Friday night mean everything, and that was one of those right there.
Well, Jonathan, it is so great to have you back wearing the navy and gold.
That's right.
As a Pearl player, we are happy to have you back.
Thank you so much.
All right, I see your burger has arrived, so why don't you get on over there and have your dinner.
Thank you, sir.
All right, when we come back, we'll bring Justin Hunter back. We'll get him he's wiping his face off right now. And we will talk about those Madison Central Jaguars, so stay right there. The Coaches Show continues right after this.
The Exchange is a church that is for Pearl. The Exchange exists to make the love of God visible and tangible to our city. Whether it's gifts and prayers for our teachers and students, acts of service for those in need, family-friendly activities for our city, Thanksgiving meals for families, encouragement for the next generation, or hope when people need it most. The Exchange is for Pearl, and the Exchange is here for you. Find a place to belong, grow, and serve by visiting.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
All right, welcome back into Mugshots, the final segment of the Coach Justin Hunter Show. Remember, every Tuesday night we're here at 6 p.m., so you come on out, have dinner with us, and talk a little bit of football. We are going to talk a little bit of Madison Central now when Coach Hunter joins us once again. And this Jaguar team is led by head coach Anthony Hart. They're 1-0. They beat Northwest Rankin last week 31-20 and looked awfully good in the process.
They did. Really solid ball team. They always are, always have great players, and I think they do a really, really, really good job coaching. I think Coach Hart is a class act, just a great guy. I know both the coordinators really well, and both of them do a really, really good job. They're great with kids, and they know a lot of football, and we got our hands cut out for us, no doubt about that. They looked awful good on film. I know that.
Well, the nice thing is you won't have to lose too much sleep because a guy named Holiday is not there.
Man,
I kept searching
goodness.
the film.
I thought that was him the other night in Ridgeland for a little while, when he was running the ball. But yeah, he's gone. But man, they got another one that came out of nowhere that looked really good against Northwest Rankin, and they're always great on the offensive line. I know their offensive line coach really well. He's a Scott County guy that was at Scott Central forever, and man, he coaches the fire out of them guys, and they're tough up front on both sides, no doubt.
Well, let's roll the highlights that we found. Madison Central against Northwest Rankin last week. Again, this was a Jaguar victory, 31-20 in the jungle. And they're going to start off in a big run by number 21, Russ Highfill. Man, they got a good offensive line that opened that hole.
They do, and they rotate a couple of running backs. Got about 3 of them that they really like.
Now their defense was pretty stout, too. This looked like Northwest was going in for a score, but they're going to come up with a pick.
This is Coach's son right here, the defense coordinator's son. You reckon they talk any football at home?
That is Creek Robertson.
Makes a great play. He's a great football player.
All right, so the defense was pretty stout early on, but then this offense just started to get rolling. Big run here by number 2, Duke Arnold.
And he's their number 1 running back, but they're also asking him to go over there and play some safety this year. So they are having to give him a little bit of a break and rotate some of them other guys in. And they got a couple of them that can run the football for sure.
But now the Jaguar secondary is suspect. They can actually give up points here. They give up a big touchdown pass.
They do. They got a little aggressive right there. You've seen Northwest Rankin play action on them, though, and they came up to make the tackle. And good play call by Coach Collins over there, and had a couple of them running free.
This is that quarterback you're talking about.
He's a load, man.
On the keeper, Tate Collins.
He is.
Number 10 looking awfully
Jimmy
sharp.
Holiday leaves, and that guy's next, It's crazy.
All right, now the defense steps up, and this is going to be number 24, Josiah Perryman, one of the Perryman brothers.
They are, man. I'd be glad when they graduate. They are 2 good football players, man. Good-looking kids that run well, tackle well, and love football. You can tell by the way they play.
Have you ever seen this on the quick kick? Like
this
a
right here
2-yard
was
punt.
nuts.
And then number 24, Jackson Mize, smart enough to pick it up.
Well, you can see the Northwest coaches after he did it, like they're all kind of like, oh, my Lord. And all the coaches are like, come get it, come get it, come get it. Because the guy from Madison makes a headsy play, picks that thing up, and takes it down there and set up that score.
Easy score then by Arnold.
Offensive line really mauling off the ball right there.
One more thing, that just to give us some more hope out of the passing game, Northwest will score late to make it 31-20. I'd like to see us doing that. Almost lost the football. I'd love to see us doing that.
Yeah, I like the way that looked.
So from what you learned last Friday night, You still going to stick with the game plan? Still, it was about 50-50 pass run.
You know, we are what we are. We have to rely on our offensive linemen to keep playing like they did. Like I said, for the most part, they played pretty well the other night. There were some critical situations where, you know, we might have missed a block or they sent 2 through 1 gap or something. We got to be able to run the football. When you got a 240-pound running back that's a pretty good football player, we need to get him the ball. We need to do a good job getting the ball to our athletes, you know, the Jay Bird and Shoto. And then use our height that wide and get those guys the ball a little more with Alex Spires and Jalen Kendrick, you know. And I think with just the week we've had, I think we have a great plan. Don't get me wrong, our hands are full. They are really strong. I mean, that game was 30-6 late in the fourth. You know, the Northwest does score 2 late. It looks a little better, you know, but Madison, just watching their film, we sit there Sunday and was like, man, they're the same old Madison, well coached, good players, you know, and I'm glad they're coming to Ray Rogers, you know, but we do have our hands full, but we're excited to get out there and see how much better we've got this week.
Again, it's a home game, but I know tickets are limited, so folks, you have a great opportunity to watch it on so many different platforms this week. We'll have the pregame show starting at 6:30, kickoff at 7 on any of these places that you may have. Xfinity Channel 20, AT&T Uverse Channel 99, Roku, Fire TV, our YouTube channel, The City of Pearl, Facebook under Pearl Municipal Broadcasting, online, cityofpearl.com, underneath PMB TV, and, of course, if you're old school, you like the radio, 104.5 FM, The Pirate. Justin?
So what he's saying is there's no excuse not to watch the Pearl Pirates on Friday night. That's what he's saying. There's a lot of different avenues. Our people do a great job of getting it out there and promoting our kids. And I'm sure Jamari and Charles and the rest of the Pirates would love for everybody to watch or listen on the radio if that's your thing, you know. We'd love for y'all to join us next week at Mugshots. Like I said last week, you can't beat a Mugshots burger. We'd love to have some of you here to talk football with us and watch the show. We'd sure appreciate the support.
All right, we will talk to you next from Ray Rogers Stadium Friday night at 6:30 for the pregame show. For Coach Justin Hunter, I'm Greg Flynn, and as always, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Every day.